The purpose of this video is to answer a question that I got from one of you guys actually about TPPs and trial payments. If you are a subscriber, welcome back, good to see you. If not, make sure you subscribe and like the videos and let me know what comments or questions you have, because that results in knowing kind of what I can post to be most helpful to you. So the question I got was pretty straightforward. The person wanted to know, will my trial payment plan be the same as my final payment when I get my final modification documents? That's the question. So just a brief kind of recap here. A TPP stands for trial payment plan. If you apply for a loan modification with your bank and you get approved, more likely than not, probably 85 to 90% of the time, the bank is going to approve you, but they're going to put you on a 3 to 6 month trial payment plan. And what the bank is doing, right, with a TPP is they're trying to see whether you can actually afford to resume making your regular mortgage payments. Before they agree to permanently modify your loan and take you out of foreclosure and out of default, they want you for 3 months to prove that the new mortgage payment is affordable for you. And so they will tell you for 3 months, starting whatever, August 1st, September 1st, October 1st, you need to make a payment of X amount. Let's just say for purposes of this example, they're asking for $1,000. And then what the bank will tell you is at the end of the TPP period, after you make your 3 payments, if you make it successfully through, then they will draft your final modification documents, and your final modification documents will be fully executed. And at that point, you will have a full-blown loan modification. You will have basically a new loan recorded. You will be out of default, out of foreclosure, and you'll just continue on making your regular payments. For more questions about the loan modification process, the TPP process, or the final mod process, watch those videos. This video is just addressing the one question, which is, will my final payment after those 3 months be identical to my trial payment? And the answer is, technically, we don't know. Most banks will not tell you what your final payment will be until you make it through the trial. So technically we don't know, but more often than not, the payment is either identical to your trial payment or very, very close. And the kind of differences account for usually something related to the escrowed payments, like the taxes and insurance. So what I always tell my homeowners is the bank truly is trying to test with the trial whether you can afford a payment that they're considering giving you with their final loan modification. So you don't really have to fear that if the TPP payment is $1,000, you pay your 3 months. At the end of the 3 months, it would be very, very rare, very weird, and very unusual for the bank to suddenly say, okay, great, your monthly mortgage payment is $4,000. So if you're a homeowner who has a TPP, you can pretty much assume almost 100% of the time that your final payment that comes when you get your final loan modification documents will be very close, if not identical, to your TPP payment. Because the reason behind why you're doing a TPP is to prove to the bank that you're not at risk of defaulting again once they write you that final agreement. So it wouldn't make sense for the bank to test you with a low payment and then jack your payment up. The bank is testing you and they're saying, this is what we believe you should be making for your final payment moving forward, and they just want to test you for 3 months to make sure that you're able to make that payment. So great question from whoever sent that in out there. Send me more questions, more comments. I'm happy to always help. Good luck.